For those of you who have been paying attention to me on social media, you probably noticed I've been doing this whole asking ChatGPT to make her beautiful trend every morning. It's like the first thing I tweet when I wake up. I'm like, I have one ready to go. I do it during the day, and then I'm like in the morning when I wake up, it's what I do to post in the morning. I think it's a fun way to open up the day. And this was one of them, one of many. I think I've done like 7 or 8 or 9 at this point. And I asked ChatGPT to make her beautiful. Maybe this is all studios need to start doing if they want sales to avoid layoffs. And it's Lara Croft. And for some reason, there's people taking huge issue with this one in particular. Like, sure, everyone's taking issues, all the lefty lunatics and people reading online about just daring to say, this is what I see as beauty, and using the social media platform to tell people this is what I like. And people are welcome to come back and say, well, this is what I like, and have a conversation about it. That's never how social media works. But regardless of that, this post has gone mega viral, already 6.5 million views. And every day I'm getting more and more quote tweets, notifications, and messages out of all the ones I posted. This one keeps being the one that comes back to me over and over again. And I find it fascinating because there's some very curious responses I've gotten. And one in particular that happened that we'll talk about first, and then we'll go on to a whole bunch of other ones that are almost equally as ridiculous. We're going to start with the Act Man, who I'm not very familiar with at all. I've heard his name. I hear people dunking on him all the time. But when I go to his channel, 2 million subscribers with 460 videos. And 11 days ago, he posted a video called I Refuse to Play Black Ops 7. And it has over 1 million views. I'm like, oh, this guy is probably really good at YouTube. And I see the video and I'm like, what?
So Black Ops 7 just released, and I've been hearing loads of people, other content creators, saying that it has the worst campaign in the COD franchise. Really? Come on, guys. Stop being hyperbolic. I mean, how bad could it possibly be?
Okay, so that's a video from it. I'm like, okay, I will for the life of me never understand how certain channels grow to be 2 million subscribers with 460 videos and they come across as douchebags. But hey, to each their own. I see many people calling him the Act Ma'am and a lot of people trolling him online. But this one in particular caught me off guard because I've never had any issues with him or anything like that I recall. And he quote tweets it. And he says, I asked ChatGPT to make you more attractive, and it told me to go kill myself. And I'm like, well, that's rather aggressive. So he's trying to get a dunk, like an easy dunk on me because he sees the landscape of the lefty lunatics. And he's like, oh, everyone's mad at this. Everyone's reading at this. Let me go get an easy dunk on this guy, right? I'm like, okay, fine. That came when I saw that. I was like, okay, normal. Emotional commie, exactly. And then I saw this reply from this Inkshi guy. By the way, this dude photoshopped his wife's photo, making her breasts bigger to own the guy on Twitter. And there's a picture I posted of me kissing my incredibly beautiful wife. And someone saying, you should, I don't know, go whack off or something again. And I said, I'll stick with my wife as a reply. And so now people are saying that I've modded this photo or something like this. I'm like, first off, so now you're looking at my wife's chest and you're mad because it's attractive that you're first jumping to, oh, he must have edited that. That's why it's so attractive. That's why she's so beautiful. There's no way a guy like him could get a girl like her. That makes no sense. It has to be something wrong with that. And the Act Man, that's actually so depressing. This guy's life story was set in stone after the short bus refused to take him to school. I don't even know who you are, dude. What did I do? Like, are you going to reference something that explains your feeling on me? Like, What can I even do with that? What even is my life story was set in stone after I refused the short bus refused me? What I said, the only depressing thing I see are two internet retards desperately wishing they were me because their own lives are so pathetic. Keep projecting, you absolute fucking loser. Which I thought was a fair response to whatever the fuck this situation is. Like, why would someone randomly drag my wife into this, trying to make an own on me, and then Ackman to jump on that, trying to double down on an own desperately? I'm like, bro, you can't be serious. Ames says, you literally cry about everything and then go in sanctimonious diatribe about how your opinion of the matter is the correct one. Mark Fox, dude, who cares? He played around with AI like nearly everyone has. Your personal hatred of Smash doesn't translate to objective facts. Learn to separate your unjustified hatred from reality, which, by the way, great point. Great point. He says the hatred of Smash doesn't translate to objective facts. They are not separating these pictures. They're starting to project their hatred of me for daring to say, hey, I asked like a genuine thing. I said, ChatGPT, make her more beautiful or something. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said, make her beautiful or something like that. And it did this. And I'm like, yeah, that's what Lara Croft looks like or should look like based off of the OG Lara Croft. That's what we're missing. And the backlash that we're seeing from the community on this in particular is fascinating to me because it actually proves that there's a shitload of tourists and communists in gaming that are so angry that someone dares argue that we should bring back the OG Lara Croft, bring back that silhouette, bring back the extremely large chest, because that's who Lara Croft really is. These are the quote tweets. Implying that Lara isn't beautiful and that you need AI to make her so is an insult to the actress who brought the character to life. I don't give a shit about the actress that brought her to life. You're missing the point. You are proving you're a tourist by saying that I'm dunking on the actress that plays this one by saying, bring back the old Lara. These people are now grandstanding for, well, this is a real person. I don't give a fuck. Who was the person that hired this person to hire this actress for her? Fire them. Get them out too. This is not Lara Croft. It will never be. You miss me with that shit. It keeps going, by the way. Keeps going. You are gay for wanting large chest Lara Croft. I'm gay. Does this guy even like women? I see nothing in the slightest thing wrong with Lara. Oh, man. Sounds like something the cuck would say. Lara is beautiful as she is. Oh, my God. The original Lara, bro. They changed her. They have manipulated the truth of who Lara is. And now you've latched on to the new one and you're saying, how dare you? Do you even like women? These people try too damn hard. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. All this is doing is proving that these people are actual tourists. These people do not even know what the original Tomb Raider was. They don't get the reference. They don't understand what I was going for with it. These are the people that Crystal Dynamics was listening to while they were nosediving their series, and their entire studio is at risk for closure now. These people, these tourists that don't buy their fucking games. You can't rage bait me. I mean, I didn't even think it was rage bait. I think it was just bringing back to the OG Lara. There's Ackman. I mean, there it is. He's getting 11,000 likes on it because he knows his audience. He has no idea who I even am. He wanted an easy dunk for some easy social media points. Well, that checks out. Highlights and retard. Good one, bro. Nice profile flag there. You just know Smash JT is a porn addict. Not enough cheek filler and makeup, it seems. What an absolute pleb. So now I'm a porn addict. Now I'm a porn addict. This is impressive. Lara Croft mogs your ugly ass. Shut up, bitch. She's perfect the way she is. This is why people are okay with mediocrity. This is why. Because they do not want the company to do what they grew from, what people cared about originally. Bunch of fucking tourists come in, get told what to think, NBC chip in the back of their head, and they're like, oh, I'm supposed to tell this person he's bad for wanting big-breasted Lara Croft. You should smile more, head asses. What? You suck? She look a mess? Just putting this out on here. So these are, by the way, these are all the quote tweets. There's no way you think Camilla Lungley is ugly. I don't think she's Lara Croft. How about that? How about that? Out of all the game characters to do this shit to, you picked Lara fucking Croft? Yeah, I did. And this one I talked about the other day. I always wonder if accounts like this consider themselves as groomers, seeing as how they target nothing but young boys in sexual ways when it comes molding their mind into what they think those boys should find sexually attractive and gratifying to them. Large breasts, dude? What? The fuck is wrong with you? The AI doesn't understand Lara Croft's beauty, badassery, and uniqueness, so it turns her into an entirely different person. Oh my God. This is what I've been dealing with the backlash for the better part of the past week since I posted this. And it just cracks me up. It doesn't affect me. It really doesn't. I laugh at it because I'm like, I know the people that are trying to call me out on this have no idea what Lara Croft even is. They've never played Tomb Raider. They came in later on and they're like, oh, that's what Lara Croft is. This fits my ideology. I have to stand by this and push it forward. I found someone that dares question that. I need to stand up and tell the cult, I am one with the cult. I disavow this person. That's what's happening with this. That's what this social experiment is proving. This one was classic too. This Evie. Just found out there's people out there who don't find Lara Croft attractive. I said, the tears are delicious. This is classic. These are very big channels, by the way, or accounts. This one's 51,000 followers. This already has 28,000 likes on it. So it's classic to me. It's almost like people are trying to rage bait their own audiences off of my post, calling my post rage bait, when I'm just saying, hey, I want the OG Lara back. And apparently I stumbled onto the magical rage bait of social media that I didn't even notice when I was doing this. Because this is what the games should be doing. This is what we've been fighting against for the better part of the past 2 years now, it feels like. This is what the game studios have been dealing with. The wokies that have invaded these companies and hired their friends and like-minded people. They're all pushing this when video games are this. That's the difference. And they hate when you call that out. And they start coming at you personally. They start going at your family. They start going at your wife. They start talking about how you're an incel or you've never had sex before or you've never touched a woman before. I already know that none of that affects me. They can't say shit because I know the truth. And at the end of the day, this is resonating and it's pissing them off. And I'm going to keep doing it. There's so many of these. Oh, by the way, this is the one I did today, if you missed it. Joanna Dark. Modernized Joanna. And ChatGPT. Making her beautiful. Now, imagine if this was not the trailer, but if this was the trailer. People would be like, okay, I'm listening. This one, girl boss. Freedom Corp. Smash has a hot wife. It breaks their brains. It really does. It's the best. It's the best because they got nothing on it. And when people try to say my wife is ugly or she's disgusting or she's gross, I'm like, okay, you're welcome to think that. Now I know you're retarded though. That was a good topic. was looking forward to that one. But man, I don't understand the act, man. Like that was coming at me. I don't even know who you are, bro. That was so weird. Like if he wanted to stick to just Tomb Raider, or if he said, I don't know who this guy is, but that's not my Laura, this is my Laura. If you want to say something like that, that's fine. But diving into my wife and talking about like the short bus shit, I'm like, I don't even know who you are. What the hell? This is weird.